from Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Rody Rob, Adam Baum, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. This is our Wednesday show. We're going to break down a little bit of Dynamite tonight, and we'll get into some other things as well. But before I do anything, I've got to introduce my co-host, Brian, via some cables and fiber network. He's broadcasting from a bunker underground. He's got a curtain back there. Maybe that's fake. What's up, Brian?
Hello. What'd you say? A curtain? What are we talking about? Curtains?
I don't know. There's a curtain behind you. Like.
Oh yeah.
I just imagine that you're underground, so you can't.
No. I mean, well, it's fake. Yeah. I just have this up. There's not really a window there.
Oh, okay.
I still am in the bunker. It's more so just for like psychologically. I need to feel like I'm above ground.
Right. That's what I assumed.
Sure.
So I'm kind of here's what we're gonna do tonight. Let me do the rundown real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little bit of AEW dirt sheets, one very serious one and two fun ones that I just think are fun. Then we're gonna discuss each of our match of the nights and segment of the nights from Dynamite. Then we'll close it down with our awards. Gonna try and do a little bit of a short show. We got that other show on our network that breaks everything down for Dynamite. So I kind of want to give a little bit of highlights here.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
Let the All Elite hour be an hour. We can try and knock this out in 30 minutes.
I'm with it. All
right. So hopefully our board members have made it over from our goofball stream that we lost power on in the middle of. Don't worry about that. We're back. We're live again. So come in, get on the right stream in case you're on the wrong one. Not that they can hear me, so I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to.
That's all right.
So first dirt sheet, Brian, is the bad one. It's the one that's not even really a dirt sheet. This is confirmed. Big Swole is out of AEW.
Yeah, mutually parted ways, which a lot of people I have a bubble in my throat. Excuse me. There we go. A lot of people have been kind of talking about what they think mutually parted ways. Does that mean that Tony was like, "Hey, we're not signing you," and she said, "Okay," and then is that mutually parting ways, or like I wonder what the to be a fly on the wall, I guess, or who are we kidding? It was probably via text message or something fucking like DMs or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speculate the mode of communication here. Let's focus on the message. The message is Big Swole's out. To my knowledge, this is only the second person to leave AEW. And the first one was also a female. And while we can all speculate that Brian Cage's wife is talking out her ass, or she's honest when it comes to the men, the women, you can't argue this one, Brian, as we once again have one match on Dynamite.
Yeah.
And Big Swole was, in the early days of AEW, she was on TV a lot. She has not been since. She wasn't put in this tournament that they have. Or was she? I don't think she was.
No, she's in the tournament.
Oh, she was in the first round?
Yeah. No, isn't she still... Wait, I don't know, because it's Nyla and...
It's Nyla and Ruby, and it's Jade and Thunder Rosa on the other side.
Yeah. That's it.
So yeah, no. But the women's division is feast or famine. You know, Britt Baker, even without the title, had a segment on Dynamite every single week. But we still only get one match, Brian. And maybe that's part of where mutually comes into effect is, hey, I'm not being booked.
Right.
If she's this is complete speculation, Brian, but if she's a woman who wants to have children, then her career is much shorter than most. You know, like she's not like a man who could wrestle. Jericho's 50, Sting is 60. You know, if she could wrestle at 50, 60. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean,
but if she wants to, maybe this is a family decision. Maybe she wants to I mean, that could be the mutually. I'm just throwing out speculations.
Sure. Maybe she wants to go to the moon. Maybe she wants to ride with
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, Bezos offered her shotgun. I mean,
Right.
she's not going to turn it down.
Yeah.
So anyway, Big Swole's out. This one I found a little funny. Cultaholic reported this today. So this week's Raw sold 5,000 tickets, which is much lower than they anticipated, they being WWE.
Sure.
Now, nobody will go on record with who said this, but somebody inside WWE suggested that the reason that AEW this week has 8,000 tickets sold is because Tony Khan and company are buying extra tickets to make it look like they're drawing more at the gate.
Oh, come on. Who reported? Cultaholic reported that?
Yes, Cultaholic reported this. The numbers are true. The 5,000 for Raw, the 8,000 for AEW tickets sold. What I found funny about this is some of the basis of this is apparently this happened, and you might know this. Apparently Bischoff did this a few times back in the Monday Night War era.
That I didn't know. I heard 50 Cent did it to Ja Rule. I think he bought like the first like 20 rows of his concert, and just so that there would be no one fucking there. But yeah.
Well, you can't do that at WWE. They just move you down.
True. But did you see pictures of the actual arena? Like it looked fucking empty.
Which one, the AEW or the Raw one?
No, Raw, because Raw it's at the same like.
Well, yeah,
but
Raw, nobody's questioning. Raw was low, much lower than they expected. So 5,000, 8,000. Cultaholics offered one reason that to me seems logical, and I kind of agree with. Being one that's been there myself, AEW puts on a good live show.
Well, yeah. Yeah, they do.
WWE is a better production show. So if I want to watch one from my couch, it's going to be WWE. And if I want to watch one from the stands, it's AEW. I mean, is that fair?
Yeah. That's pretty fair. Yeah, I mean, especially the live action for AEW is a lot more. There's a lot more. Like you're not going to see a match like Darby. You're not going to see him doing those dives like he did tonight. You could have muted the mic or whatever the fuck, but wash your hands, sir. Sanitize. You're gonna get Steve sick right there. I
did mute the mic, sir.
Jesus. Did you?
Yes.
I don't know.
And sanitize
survey
what?
Says
I had to blow my nose. I turned the mic off.
I know,
you really
but you're
hear
gonna
me?
get Steve sick. He's right. He's already skin and bones back there, man.
Yeah, he'll be all right. All right, last dirt sheet. This is just a fun one.
Yeah.
On Twitter, CM Punk throwing a little shade at WWE Creative.
What's he saying?
He's got to be careful here, and I'll
Why?
tell you why. So somebody was complaining that CM Punk was fighting Lee Moriarty tonight.
Okay.
And like they're like, hey, isn't he supposed to be feuding with MJF? And Punk replied, what, so I should be in a tag match with MJF, like as partners, kind of an implication, what WWE does all the time. On the road to NXT's last pay-per-view, or last event, whatever the hell it was, they had Braun Breaker and
Braun Breaker.
Whatever his fucking name is. Him and Ciampa were a team.
I don't know, man.
Him and Ciampa were a team on the way there. The reason I said CM Punk's got to watch it is because somebody smart like me, Brian, maybe not you, but somebody smart like me is going to draw this parallel. Do you know what they did at Full Gear?
What do they do with Full Gear?
They did this exact thing. Pac and Cody, the whole time during their tag match at Full Gear.
Player. Yeah, tag team, player.
Were not a tag team that wanted to be on the same page. They were not partners that were a cohesive unit, a la FTR, Proud and Powerful.
Sure.
So you're not that far removed from Full Gear, and here's Punk going, yeah, You want these rivals to be a tag partner. No, that's WWE shit, not us. No, it is you. You just did it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Punk didn't do it. It wasn't Punk that was involved.
But when you're going after creative, you
right.
can't. I mean, that.
No, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It is a little pot calling the kettle Teddy Long, but yeah.
Pot calling the kettle Teddy Long. I like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are my dirt sheets. Let's go to Dynamite.
All right.
Brian, I'm gonna let you kick it off with the match of the night.
Match of the night. All right. I had an answer, but I'm just going to go over real quick. I think I already know what it. God. It wasn't the main event. I got to give Cody credit for the flaming table spot. Full disclosure. I actually didn't see the pinfall. I had to go back and watch it after the fact that it happened. And
yeah, diarrhea's a bitch.
Well, I plead the fifth, but props to him for taking fucking flaming table spot on TV, no less. Not even fucking pay-per-view. But anyway, going back to your question, my match of the night, I gotta say, Darby Allin and Sting versus Gun Club. Those two dives, Darby fucking getting his head split a little bit. He probably has to get, I don't know, some bandages or maybe some staples or maybe some sutures. Sting had new face paint. He's back in Atlanta after what, 14 or 15 years, 16 years? I forget what Tony said. What are you doing? Is that what is that? Are you jerking something off?
You're trying to make this match, I think, to be more than it is. But this is your match of the night. I don't want to interrupt.
No, I mean, more so about Darby's performance. I guess maybe not the whole match itself. If I had to take another turn at this question, as you blow your nose, CM Punk versus Lee Moriarty. That's my match of the night.
I said it earlier, but I'm going to stick by it. That was a great match with Punk and Moriarty, but I hate that CM Punk or MJF is just shitting on Moriarty the whole time, even after the match.
Well,
like, on commentary, so that the live crowd doesn't see that. That's why they were reacting to a good match. But afterwards, he gets on the mic and says, "Hey, these fucking guys in the back aren't even any good, and they're taking you to the limit."
Right, and that's a thing that a lot of wrestling fans have been saying ever since Punk even came back. Right, he's just been facing a lot of people that are just newcomers or undercard or just younger talent in general.
Which is weird because
I like it. I love it.
No, I say it's weird because Bryan Danielson's not doing that.
I mean, he is.
Oh, wait, yes, he is doing that. That's my point, Brian. But everybody's okay with him doing that, and they're being real critical of Punk doing that, which I find funny because Bryan Danielson came in, went right after the title.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean,
CM
Punk isn't around the title, but
I'm going to fight a bunch of nobodies.
He
said it. CM Punk said, "I'm going to fight a bunch of nobodies." He said, "This is my career path in AEW, at least for the beginning. I'm going to fight guys who I've never fought before, young talent in the back trying to get over."
Right.
I don't know why. I don't know why they're accepting of one, not the other. That's my point. I feel like it's a bit hypocrisy that when Bryan Danielson does it, everybody's like, "Oh, he's the greatest wrestler ever. These are such good matches." Punk puts on a really good match with Lee Moriarty here. And fans are like, "Really? This is what you came back for, Punk?"
Well, again, I think it's because Punk isn't involved with any kind of title stuff. So I feel like people are like, well, because at least Bryan is involved with Hangman and he's got a title shot and he's got that kind of looming around. So he is involved in the main event. Punk is he's just kind of there with these, and I don't want to say undercard, mid-carders. I'm not saying it as a slight. He's just like the not the top stars, not the world champion fucking picture.
Are you serious?
He's not. Punk is in the world title picture.
I agree, but he's in the midst of his biggest feud to date, MJF. a full-on real feud that, I mean, hell, they're mentioning each other's pets in it.
Sure, Larry.
So,
I have a dog named Larry.
yeah, I mean, like, what's wrong with him fighting these other guys while he's feuding with MJF? That's the big picture.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
We got to get
I
there.
have no problem with it. I know some people do. I don't know.
Yeah, I just think that's so. It's just messed up.
I don't get it either. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, to go back to your initial question, I'm going to change my answer to CM Punk and Moriarty.
Okay.
And I got to be honest, I'm not even really like. I've heard of Moriarty's name a lot, obviously, in independent wrestling, but I haven't seen that much of his work. He actually just had a great match with Darius Lockhart. I don't know, friend of the show, Darius Lockhart.
Yes.
Well, not friend of the show.
Our live remote that was just a clusterfuck.
Say it again.
That live remote we did, that was a clusterfuck.
Oh yeah, the one and only live. Oh no, I guess we did two. We did one from Mania, didn't we?
Oh
But that
yeah,
wasn't
but
live.
that wasn't like, I mean, we were in a hotel room
with people, right?
We were at a hotel room. This was
Yeah,
live in front of an audience.
This was with.
Anyway,
Yeah, man.
my match of the
While
night
ago.
is the
Yes.
curtain.
What was yours?
It's the curtain. Brian Danielson and Alan Angels.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was, and
That was a good one. Alan Angels, I was very impressed with him.
Exactly. That's why. And it preceded MJF and CM Punk. And I want to go back to a little bit on creative. Both these are the exact same fucking shit. The rival is on commentary. The other guy is fighting excuse me for saying it, a no-name jobber
Up and comer.
who's getting a rub by just being there.
Don't call him a jobber.
Well, they are not all of them. QT Marshall, yes.
Well,
Lee Moriarty, no.
right. Okay. Fair enough.
But Brian Danielson, basically, like, South Park, and he says, the Simpsons did it first. Well, Brian Danielson did it already earlier in the night, and nobody shit all over Alan Angels during that match. Nobody shit all over Alan Angels after it. I mean, he got his ass kicked afterwards to the point where Hangman almost had to go save him, which would have screwed everything up, because apparently he's not allowed to touch him until winter is coming in 2 weeks.
No one can touch Brian. It was funny them just kept saying that. You can't touch Brian. No one can touch Brian. Well, let me tell you, folks, everyone can touch Brian, all right? You all can touch Brian.
He's so lonely. Yeah,
I'm so in this bunker by myself.
I'm so lonely. All right, so
and
also I did like the whole we don't need to worry about cowboy shit. This is coward shit.
Coward shit, telling him that CM for CM Punk sounds like is for cooking meth.
Oh, that was you're flip flop.
Oh, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Brian and
Hangman
Angels. Right. Oh, and Hangman. Okay.
Hangman. He said to him, he said it was coward shit instead of cowboy shit.
Coward shit. That's right.
I'm okay with this. I think they should have this is the feud that you can drag out a little bit. Why are they doing it in 2 weeks? Because if Brian Danielson wins, you effectively make Hangman's title run whether you want to say good or bad, he would. I mean, you even have to agree. He becomes a transition champion.
There is 0.00% chance that he loses at Winter is Coming.
That Brian Danielson loses, or that Hangman loses?
I'm sorry. That Hangman wins. That Brian Danielson loses.
Wait.
Okay.
Now you're really confusing me.
I'm confusing myself. Okay. There is a 100% chance that Hangman wins. Hangman wins.
You don't think that there's a scenario where Brian wins but doesn't take the belt even?
Brian wins but doesn't take the belt. Like a DQ.
Count out situation.
Well, okay. So if you want to get into semantics or whatever,
you're saying 100% Paige defends.
Well, I say Paige Paige leaves with the title.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'll just make it even a broader stroke. But
Yeah.
I do like what you're saying. I do think that that sounds a little bit more apropos.
Yeah,
I think Daniel Bryan-
they'll find a way to fuck
Bryan
over.
Danielson.
Dude, I bet you like Kenny's like, it was all a ruse. I don't need to have surgery, and he comes out. I don't know. Who knows?
Nah, I mean, maybe. Who knows?
So we got awards to come, but before we do that, we got to do segment of the night for each of you, for each of us. My segment of the night, since we're keeping it away from matches here, was Miro.
Okay.
I've really enjoyed the Redeemer character, I guess is what we'll call this one. And I felt like the head and the heart that he kept using all night means Lana's coming.
Right, and that's kind of what I was thinking too. He kept alluding to something else. It seemed like I don't think it was Jesus Christ or God or I didn't think there. I didn't get a religious
has
sense.
he mentioned Jesus? I thought he's only mentioned God.
God. You're right. I'm sorry. It's not Jesus. Yeah, it's more God.
Yeah.
What do you think her name is going to be? She can't be Lana.
Ano. We'll just spell it backwards.
She can't be that either. I mean, I guess she could, but that's a weird.
Why wouldn't she just go with her actual name?
What's her actual name, Adam?
I'm drawing a blank. Something Perry. CJ Perry.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
I don't know what
maybe
the
she
C
could
or
just
the
be
J
Perry
stands for, but
it's Perry. Perry. Perry, Doomsday Device.
And then Miro changes the name to Moppy, so Perry and Moppy can be renamed.
You're welcome. Yeah. Segment of the night. I gotta say, I enjoyed the little back and forth between Jade and Thunder. I really, really love Thunder. And obviously she's great in the ring, but just even her personality and the way that she cuts a promo and talks, just her speaking ability, is just awesome. And not to mention, I'm looking forward to that match. I'm almost certain that she said, did you hear who Thunder Rosa said was her opponent? Right? Because she said she's going to be on commentary for Rampage, but Jade is going to go against a protege of hers. Pretty sure that she said Janai Kai, which that's a GSW roster member right there, sir.
Oh.
Let's see.
So she's going to go against some no name. Meanwhile, the guys that were featured a lot on TV the first 2 years of this company sit in catering. That's cool.
What?
I'm just poking the bear.
Oh God.
All right. We got our awards to go through.
Yes.
But before we do, since you mentioned this with Rosa and Jade, I feel like, and you correct me if you think I'm wrong, if Thunder Rosa wins, then Nyla Rose wins. If
Thunder
Jade
Rosa
wins, then Ruby wins. There's no way that Ruby is fighting Rosa, and there's no way that Jade is fighting Nyla. They're going to have it face heel in the final no matter what.
I mean, I guess I could see a world where you have Jade going against Nyla in the finals and having Jade win.
You really think that they would put two heels in the finals of an inaugural tournament?
I don't think they will, but I will say if they were to do it, I wouldn't have that much of a problem because it's a tournament and anything can happen. You shouldn't be able to pick just because of who's a good person and who's a bad person, who's going to be able to win, especially in a tournament.
In our group chats, we've talked about this a lot. It's Ruby and Jade in the finals. It's so damn obvious.
Yeah,
now,
especially after tonight. I really thought Chris was going to go to the finals.
And the only thing I don't know is who they put over. I believe it's Jade. I think Jade beats Ruby in the final. She beats Thunder here. And you wait for down the road for something like her and Nyla. Because Nyla can't wrestle with somebody that big. And Jade is too green to carry somebody like Nyla.
Right, yeah.
I don't mean physically. I think Jade could probably lift her.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
It just
looks like a fucking powerhouse, man.
Yeah. So, what's up, Juan? What's up, Stike?
Hey, Juan.
Before we get to awards, you want to see what they're saying? Because I can't read that far.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Let's see. Juan is on the board. He says AEW sucks. Okay, welcome to the show, Juan. You motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think
Hey, that's your
AEW
that's your
sucks.
opinion, bro. What'd you say?
I don't think AEW sucks. I think they have some glaring weaknesses that are almost identical to the weaknesses of WWE. Yet nobody wants to look at it like that.
Well, that's a whole nother argument. I won't even get into it. We'll go down that rabbit hole.
And the biggest weakness though of AEW, and I Rob said this, I've said it, others have said it. The biggest weakness of AEW against WWE side by side is WWE. They can get into the mainstream media like that. They just book whoever to come out, and they're good. They'll get some media coverage somewhere. TMZ, doesn't matter. Somebody. Where AEW, for my marked out award tonight, I preface this for a reason, Brian. My marked out award tonight goes to T-Pain.
T-Pain?
Do you know why?
I mean, he's a rapper. I have no idea.
I like that they're still trying.
What do you mean?
To go in the mainstream. Shaq, Snoop Dogg, T-Pain. Can we get somebody like relevant? I know I personally, as a man in his mid-40s, don't know shit about Bad Bunny, but Bad Bunny did a lot for WWE with his short little run.
Yeah.
Where everybody that's come in, including old wrestlers, everybody that's come into AEW has been way past their prime, if you will. Snoop, perfect example of past his prime. Tyson,
Shaq,
past his prime. Shaq, he's fucking retired, like from physical everything. I don't know why they put.
Isn't he like a deputy of sorts?
I don't know. Shaq looks fine in the ring. I'm not judging that. I'm saying though, if you want to move your needle, do you think that anyone that's 25 remembers when Shaq was killing everybody in the NBA and is a Shaq fan? Like, they need to get a different audience. They're catering, Brian, to an older demo like us. They're catering to that when they should be trying to get some younger fans to come in. So I gave my award to T-Pain because I'm glad they're not abandoning it, trying to get like other media outlets' attention and other things like that. But dude, you got to pick somebody that's still making records and relevant.
Is he making records? I have no idea.
He might. I'm sure he is, but he's not relevant.
Well, he's on the show. He's a judge on the Go Big Show.
T-Pain?
Yeah.
No. Did he replace somebody? He wasn't in
maybe.
season 1.
Well, it's very possible they added him to season 2, but that's what they said. That's why he was on the show. It wasn't just a random fucking here's T-Pain.
Okay, never mind. I take everything I just said back. That's even worse. Yeah. That's total shit. AEW, find a way to get somebody relevant now. And no Logan Paul. I mean, I'm not going to just say WWE did well with Bad Bunny. Logan Paul was a disaster. Bad Bunny was good.
Yeah. No, I mean, WWE had The Rock on, right? And they had the whole thing with the egg. So, no, actually, wait. Sorry, The Rock wasn't on, and they still, the whole
that was so much worse. At least AEW had T-Pain on tonight. They didn't just talk about him.
Give him some credit. Jesus.
Okay. Anyway, Brian, what's your marked out?
Marked out. You know what? I'm so excited for MJF to be on Long Island, and the way that he was putting it over on commentary, just saying he's like, in his mind, he thinks that the crowd is gonna like cheer for him, like it's gonna be like a Montreal and Brett situation, which
he said it would be like Punk in Chicago, Brett in Montreal, or I don't remember what the third one was.
What was it? Piper in
Portland.
Piper in Portland.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm with you. I think Long Island, even though he's from there, is gonna fuck the shit out of him.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get booed out of not in a good way. He's gonna get booed in a good way. Like they're gonna be, you know what I mean. If you're a wrestling fan, you know what I mean.
I don't know. Then again, MJF's Jewish. We don't have a ton of Jewish athletes. They may just sing his praise because they're like, hey, one of us is known for something athletic.
Maybe. I don't
All
know,
right.
man.
Petty. I'll go last with my petty, Brian,
Okay.
and let you go first.
All right. Oh, petty. So that means I'm going first. Since there's no Roadie Rob. No Roadie Rob. Petty.
That there's no roadie.
Yeah, there's no Roadie, man. I'm upset. I miss him on Wednesdays. Let's see. Petty award for tonight. You know what? I mean, you mentioned it earlier, but it has to be said. Only one women's match on Dynamite. It's a problem, man. You got to have something else. And I know there was another segment, but still, come on.
And I know that this match had huge consequences. But you go back and check the fucking tape. I, more than anyone, talked about how shitty AEW's women's division was. They've come a long way. They have a good division now. Put it on TV. Simple as that. I'm not going more further with that.
Yeah.
My petty is we start off an Adam Cole Orange Cassidy thing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to write it down as I marked out. I was like, sweet. We don't need the rest of that shit. Orange Cassidy against Adam Cole. That's all I need. But by the end of the segment, the Bucks come out. The Best Friends come out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I know that I'm biased against the Bucks, but I do genuinely like the Best Friends. I don't know anything about Wheeler, Utah, but I like Chuck T, and I like Trent. I like the gimmick. I like their involvement with Orange Cassidy.
Okay, that's good.
So I would feel this way if this was not the Bucks. If this was Christian, okay, and Christian and Orange Cassidy, and the Best Friends and Jungle Express, as you call them, comes out.
Jungle Express. Mm-hmm.
I would still be just as upset. It's not like it was Chuck Taylor that was out there and the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy came to his aid. It's not like it was Matt or Nick and Cole and the other brother came out to their aid. No, you started with your singles guys and you had to bring everybody else out. And the reason I put this as petty is because I think Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole could put on such a fucking good program. Not just the match, Brian. I think they could put on a good program start to finish.
No disputing that. I hate that I just made that. I really wasn't even trying to make a pun, but
it's undisputed.
See, we did it again, and I'm not even like, it's funny, ha 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 ha. But no, it's not. It's not funny.
But my other petty is that I'm a little under the weather, so I apologize to the YouTube people that had to see me on stuff. Oh, we just got joined in studio by a Mr. Roadie.
Hey, it's Roadie. Hi, Roadie.
Yeah, he might turn on a mic.
Hi, Brian.
Hi. Hey, what kind of drink do you have right there?
It's a Dr. Pepper.
With a shit ton of some alcohol, I'm sure.
I wish.
We changed our format tonight.
You did?
Yes, and we almost got it within a half hour. So that we can do a half-hour show now.
Oh, cool.
Because we're half as good as the All Elite Hour.
That's all you got to do.
So
that's all you got to do. Be better than them. You're good.
But yeah, we talked about dirt sheets, match of the night, segment of the night, and awards. Wrap that shit up.
Wrapped it up, B.
Didn't even need to talk about the rest of the Dynamite. That's what that other show's for.
Why you sound like you congested? You got Omicron?
Very congested.
You Omicron?
Omicron person.
Yeah, why he
Good. He's in here breathing on me with Omicron. Okay. So that was fun.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Wow, Rob just came in and like brought
Yeah,
the whole
right.
mood down.
Well, I'm just saying. I came in. I'm like, oh, Adam's congested, so he must have Omicron.
Oh my god.
Sugar pies.
I might not be back next week, according to Rob.
Oh my god.
So solo show for Brian.
Yeah. It's a monologue.
Yeah.
It's a one-man show. I'm bringing it to.
I'm Brian. AEW rules. It rules. It rules. It rules. It
Yeah.
rules. We love you. We love you. We love
Wearing
you.
a
We
black
love you. We love you.
turtleneck, black pants, black shoes, black socks. black underwear,
So
tie.
So you'd be kind of like
Did you just sing all the lyrics to Time Bomb?
no, he'd be like Eric from Tim and Eric. That's who he'd be.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Is that why you don't like me and Rob, because we're not your Tim?
No, Brody loves Tim and Eric.
I do.
No, but we're not your Tim. Like, from a creative standpoint, we can't just
Yes, you are.
crank out weird videos for Patreon like you do.
Yes, it is. Rhodey's gonna do. We've got some plans. Look, I'm wearing the sweatshirt, Rhodey. It's you.
Oh, sucky ducky quack quack.
Plans we have are a big announcement coming up on our Monday show that Rhodey will be making, and this is like Tony Khan level big announcement.
It's a big announcement.
This is a big announcement. Thank you for discussing it before me, but Adam just let me know before we recorded.
Oh yeah, Brian didn't know. I let him know.
I didn't know, you motherfuckers.
We it's in the text thread from like 2 months ago, literally. You were part of the conversation.
From that, but apparently you guys had a convo.
No, you were part of the conversation.
Uncle Brian.
We didn't talk about it again until Monday night, but we all talked about it 2 months ago.
Yeah, we put the official date.
Yeah.
In place.
Yeah.
See the official date. That's like
that's what we did. That was different.
Yeah.
The big reveal will come Monday.
Monday.
You can just pout in your cave till then.
Okay, so Brian's drinking from his coffee mug with his Rhodey Rob Happy Holiday shirt on. Adam's got Omicron, and I'm going to leave. So good to see you guys. Bye.
Hey, bye.
Bye. Bye.
All right. So we will be back. Rhodey will be back along with Brian and myself. We'll be back on Monday to do Monday with the Marks. Like I said, we got a big announcement for MOWP then. So come back and check us out. Brian was supposed to do trivia this past week and didn't.
Yeah, I was driving.
So who knows who's got trivia? It might be back around to me to do it. Hopefully my voice is returned by then, but we shall see. Until then, for Brian, I am Adam Baum. We'll see you next time. Same smart time, same smart channel.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah, blow your nose. Keep blowing your nose. Keep blowing your nose so they hear you.
Mocked Podcast is produced and edited by Ravepro Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live on WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.